For years, their lives have been in the spotlight of millions of football fans, and they once belonged to the best players in the world. But when their playing career is over, nothing will ever be the same again. How did David Beckham multiply his fortune after quitting football? After Andrea Pirlo coached Juventus, how did he go down to a team playing in the lower ranks in Turkey? In which sport did the famous goalkeeper Tim Wiese become famous after football? Then, stick around and enjoy the video, and you might get surprised with a few fun facts. Here's what happened to the best players in the world. And first up, Number 1. David Beckham. In the past, football players were not necessarily associated with fashion and style, but one man changed that significantly. Ladies and gentlemen, David Beckham. The former star of Manchester United and Real Madrid was one of the first footballers to make a name for himself outside of football. Whether it was hairstyles, tattoos, football shoes, or varnished fingernails, whatever my man Beckham wore became a trend. In 2013, he was ranked as the highest paid player in the world, having earned over $50 million that year. This means that Beckham earns more from fashion and sponsorships than he earns from football, and without any sweat. Yes, Beckham found the easy way to live. Beckham has since become a role model for successors like Cristiano Ronaldo and his self-marketing empire. Would you rather work with David Beckham or Cristiano Ronaldo? Specify in the comments. And let's continue our video with charismatic players. Number 2. Andrea Pirlo. During his peak, Italy's midfielder Andrea Pirlo made his opponents dizzy with his quick feet, even though he always looked calm. This is another reason why his new job suits him so well. He took over his parents' winery and now sells his products across Europe. The vineyard produces around 15,000 to 20,000 bottles a year. Pirlo is not the only ex-football player to have retired as a winemaker. Andres Iniesta and Johan Miku are also wine connoisseurs. Apart from that, Pirlo has not broken his ties with football, but not necessarily successful. Pirlo, who started his coaching career with Juventus, continues in Turkey, but things are not going well in Turkey. Pirlo's team only got one win in 6 games. Let's see what will happen in the future. Number 3. Claudio Pizarro. Ladies and gentlemen, our next star is Claudio Pizarro. Claudio Pizarro has always conveyed pure joy of playing and joie de vivre, and he is affectionately called Pizza by fans. His stations in Europe were FC Bayern Munich, FC Chelsea, FC Köln, and of course, Werder Bremen. Let's rewind to his prime in Werder Bremen. Pizarro played a total of 490 Bundesliga games and scored 197 goals. He was German champion 6 times and won the DFB Cup just as often. When Bayern won the treble in 2013, Pizarro was part of the squad, which also makes him a Champions League winner. He is a total winner, no doubt. And after the football life, he is winning too. After hanging up his football boots, he is now enjoying his new life to the fullest. He already has a new job as a Sky testimonial, and Pizarro said, "My new freedom is just fun, and I now use that consciously and extensively, be it on the football field or in front of the TV with Sky. If someone deserves it, it is Pizarro." Number 4. Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane has been out of work since leaving Real Madrid at the end of the 2020-21 season. One of the most decorated and celebrated footballers during his playing career, Zidane has translated that success into coaching, winning 3 Champions League titles with Madrid over the course of 2 stints. Zidane, who has turned down big offers from England and the Gulf, is presently enjoying his private life after a whirlwind period with Real Madrid. When he was coach of Real Madrid, and especially the second time with COVID-19, Zidane lived almost only for the club, a close associate said. He got up every day at 6 a.m. to be at the Valdebebas training center at 7:30 a.m. and he was there until at least 7 p.m. This man is a machine. Let's remember how they dominated the game during the Real Madrid era, right? It was unbelievable. Number 5, Tim Wiese. And next up is the most interesting retirement life. Ex-Werder Bremen and Hoffenheim goalkeeper Tim Wiese spent 15 seasons in the Bundesliga and was named in Germany's 2010 World Cup squad. Once he had had enough of the professional football game, the obvious next move was to turn himself into Action Man and try himself in a different sport, wrestling. He joined the WWE in 2014 and made his professional debut in 2016. This man wanted to use his strong physique, huh? Good luck, Tim. Number 6, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I came as king and left as a legend. As most people know, Zlatan Ibrahimovic does not suffer from a lack of self-confidence. Oh, confidence may not be the right word. This guy calls himself a god. He also loves marketing himself. He published a biography with the name I Am Zlatan, launched an app called Zlatan Unplugged, and created a mobile game, Zlatan Legends, starring himself, obviously. In 2016, he also tried his hand at his own sports fashion brand called A to Z. The Z, of course, stood for Zlatan, but the label went bankrupt and was liquidated after only 2 years in October 2018. Anyway, my man doesn't live an ordinary life at least. Number 7, Thomas Gravesen. Let's continue with another interesting one. Hey, let's be realistic now. Football is important, but it can't be without money. And Thomas Gravesen, who once played for Real Madrid, chose money and left football at the age of 32. He settled in the US. Come on guys, Gravesen didn't settle here to live a quiet life. In fact, it was stated that Gravesen, who lives in Las Vegas with his model wife Camilla Purse, has earned a fortune of nearly 100 million euros from poker. Hey Gravesen, how much did you earn from your football career, man? Whatever, let's continue. Number 8, Gabriel Batistuta. And next up, a man who seeks calmness after all these years of fame. One of the greatest forwards ever, Argentine superstar Gabriel Batistuta. The Argentina legend has scored a staggering 200 goals in his illustrious career in Serie A for top-flight clubs like Fiorentina, Roma and Inter Milan. His legendary status in Florence even goes so far that a statue was built for him in front of the Stadio Artemio Franchi. What a legendary... Huh? If at some point my man needs a new coat of paint or has to be relocated, then he could be the right person to talk to. In fact, Batistuta decided to go into construction in his home country as soon as he left football and was at peace with it. This much fame was enough for Batistuta. The professional life of a footballer is relatively short, with the majority turning professional at 16. Many of these will retire by the time they are 36. Those that aren't will most probably be playing in a lesser league than they played in their peak, apart from some goalkeepers whose top-flight careers can last well into their 40s. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new about the best players' retirement plan, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that bell icon too for notifications. See you in the next video.